Our dreams can hold the key to what's existing beneath the surface of our psyche. And whatever is beneath the surface is what we're manifesting into our outer reality. So I use my dreams to see myself for who I really am, to see what lies beneath the surface, and to consolidate past versions of myself to be the best version of myself now, and to know exactly what it is that I'm emitting out to my outer reality. Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Bee community. On this channel we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, personal development, and so much more. And I'm just now realizing that I don't think I did this intro in the last video I recorded in this same location. Today I want to talk to you guys about dreams, and the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to share a dream that I had with you last night and explain to you this dream experience and how hopefully you can use that in your own dream world to kind of discover what lies beneath the surface for you. So in a past video, I mentioned how you're not supposed to share your dreams, and I got a lot of questions about why that is. So just to put it out there right now, dreams are very personal things. They are the doorway, the pathway to our innermost world. So when I say don't share your dreams, what I'm really meaning is be discerning with whom you share your dreams, because sometimes that's giving vulnerability sometimes to maybe people who don't know what to do without vulnerability, right? So it's not that you shouldn't. Some cultures do say, I know that in Kabbalistic disciplines and philosophy, you're not supposed to share a bad dream because that's technically like speaking it into existence. I'm not so much big on that because I do think that it's okay to talk about negative feelings because we're getting them out, we're processing them. And I think talking about negative dreams is also fine. This dream is going to be interesting when I'm going to share with you. But what I really want you to do is just be discerning about who you share your dreams with. You want to be in a very loving, non-judgmental environment when you share that really vulnerable thing that comes from your innermost core. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you guys about a dream I had last night. Now these dreams that I have are very, very mystical, and I'm curious if anybody else out there has experienced anything like this, where it's basically apocalyptic dreams, but I will be talking about themes about death here, right? But it's gonna end up being really positive, so just stick with me. Basically a dream in which you actually do die. You know, there's this recurring myth about dreaming that you never experience your own death. And it could be true as in you don't know what's going to happen, but up until the very moment of death, and then you wake up. That's what these dreams are for me. And these dreams feel different from regular dreams. You feel your world crumbling. And I'm curious if anybody has felt something like this. We have these dreams often, but not all of us can remember the details of our dreams. So the dreams that I've had that are like this, I've had maybe 5 or 6 of them that stand out to me. And I know now what they are, and they're really important. So let me share the dream with you, then I'll talk more about these dreams. And I'm hoping that through this sharing, you'll be able to understand your own dream world a little bit more. If you want more dream content, I want you to let me know below, because it is what I'm passionate about. It's my focus for this year, becoming more acquainted with my dream world. We're dreaming and sleeping a third of our lives, and it's almost like society doesn't want us to look at our dreams. The way that society is structured, we believe that dream is brain junk. That's not the case at all. Cultures across millennia will tell you that that's not the case. Indigenous people live their lives surrounding their dreams. Dreams are vital. Dreams are so important, and they're part of the human experience. So I do want to talk about them more. Before we get started with today's video, I just want to ask you to please sign up for my free newsletter. When you do, you're going to get my signature heart chakra opening meditation for absolutely free for download. You can listen to it whenever and wherever you want. It's a crowd favorite. And then I don't bother you with too many emails. I think just for like 1 week, you'll get a few emails from me with resources, tips, and things on my mind that will help you. People really like these emails, so I think you'll enjoy them. And then I really don't email that much. It's just to keep in contact. We never know with social media these days, and I want to have access, direct communication with you no matter where I end up. Please sign up for that, and let's get into today's video. I'm going to talk about this dream. So I had a dream last night that I was in this big house. Guy is my fiance, if you don't know yet. I think it might have been Guy's house or maybe our house together, right? But not one that we currently have. It was up high. It was at the top level of some building. And me and Guy got into a fight. It was stormy outside, and in this fight, I told him, leave, go somewhere else. okay? It was dark, it was scary, the weather was really crazy. I had blankets outside, stuff for sleeping outside for some reason, but because the storm was coming, I had to get back in. So I brought my blankets back in and I started to close up the house. I was closing doors and locking them, closing windows, locking them, making sure nothing's open so that I'm safe. Then I hear a clank in the kitchen and I go there and I see the guy is sitting there. He's sitting on the floor next to our indoor pool. There's glass that's broken. The storm must have broken it, but I'm so glad that he came back. So I run to him and we embrace and we're okay. And I'm just like, thank God he's here. We're not going anywhere. We're here for this. Then I start to hear this sound, and this is a sound that I hear often in these dreams, and I gotta know if anybody out there has experienced something like this. It's the sound of, you know, a slot machine when it nears the end of the roll, like you pull the lever and it's the numbers are coming up, or the symbols, the cherries or the 777 is coming up. You hear that noise in a casino? That's the noise I hear, but almost more chaotic and intense. Okay, if you can just imagine that. It's louder, it's crazier, it fills your ears. And so I look outside as I'm hearing this and I'm realizing that the world is crumbling. The buildings across from us are falling down. And I said out loud to Guy, California is going to shit. Excuse my French, but that's what I said. And I say that as the building around us starts to rumble. And Guy goes, why? No, it's not. Why do you think it's going? It's fine. I love California. It's great here. He's arguing with me and he doesn't want to look at the world falling apart. The building is starting to shake and I'm realizing we don't have cover anywhere. I scream to Guy to duck for cover. We both run under this big table, but it has like a big thick block underneath it. So he's on one side, I'm on the other side, and I'm half out of the table and so is he. I'm barely covered by the table, but I want him covered as well. I know it's the end. I know we're about to die. I don't know what's coming next and I'm so scared. Everything's shaking, everything's about to crush us. And as the world goes dark, I hold on to one thought, wanting to remember it wherever I wake up next. I love Guy. No matter where or what I do, where I go, where I end up, I love Guy. Don't forget that. I was holding on to this and then I wake up from the dream in this body, in this world, in this waking reality. Now, I used to have these dreams all the time. These dreams where it's the end of the world, I'm about to die, and I feel that I'm about to go into a different life. In my esoteric butt, always thought, and this is still a possibility, tell me what you think about this. I always thought that maybe that was the life I was in, and then I wake up in this body, in this reality, with memories from this lifetime, but not a life that I've lived. I just woken up in this new reality, and that reality has collapsed. That's a pretty crazy thing to think, and I've had several of these dreams where before, I think it was like a plane crash, which I wrote about, I shared about it in an email, a newsletter or something. I truly thought that I was dying in other worlds and waking up in this one. And that's a possibility. I have no way of proving that that's not the case. However, as I step into my wise woman self with experience and with age, I do think I know a little bit better now. I'm not completely off. This is a different Leeor. It is. What happened in my dream state is that an aspect of myself, or a version of myself that existed within me, within this vessel, has died. A version of me that I no longer need is now gone, integrated fully into this living version of myself, somehow better. So like I was saying, in other lifetimes I've died in different ways, plane crashes, the sun exploding, and I always really felt the death in my dream. It was just so scary until I realized the truth, and the truth is that parts of ourselves have to die in order for new versions of ourselves to be reborn. And dreaming allows us to do that in a very physical way. And when I consolidated all this information upon waking up at 3 a.m. last night, I truly felt reborn. Like I can be a new version of myself. I can step into this new identity of myself because I've consolidated an old version of myself. Now let me explain what I think where this came from. Earlier yesterday in real life, Guy and I had gotten into a little bit of a tiff, a silly little argument. But during this argument, I felt myself closing up to him, wanting to protect myself from any further pain. Closing my windows and walls, right? He didn't go anywhere. He pried me open, lovingly tending to my wounds and not letting me run away, bringing me back. And I did something that I don't normally do, that I haven't done in past relationships, and that is I opened. I melted. I forgave. I laughed, and I moved past something that was, in perspective, really, really insignificant, really small. In past lives and in past versions of me, I'd run away from something so small. I would run to protect myself, I would close up shop, and I would never look back. So do you see the similarities in my dream? And it's like that Leeor that wanted to close up the house, to lock everything, to not let anybody in so that she's safe. I don't need that part of me anymore. I am safe. I'm already safe. I don't need to live through that version of myself anymore. I'm already okay. So through choosing a different path, a different way in my real life and in my dream world, I consolidated an older version of myself into this one, into this renewed, more powerful, wiser, stronger version of myself that trusts myself more. I improved. I no longer need that part of me so desperately, that part of me that tries to run around closing all the doors and windows so that no one can come in. I'm safe to open. And so this is why dreams are so important. There's something called turning point dreams. These are dreams that come to us during significant moments of our lives. Let's say starting a new job or a new school, or getting engaged or getting married or having a baby, a death of a loved one. These dreams help us to move past the emotions, the heavy emotions that we carry in real life. And most of humanity is not using this link to their dreams in order to heal themselves, in order to be fuller versions of themselves, to get through the things that are holding them back. Whatever that we're going through right now, if we just pay attention to our psyche, our dreams, we will be able to get through it a lot more gracefully, a lot more effectively, efficiently, and smoothly than if we don't use this incredible help from the astral realm. I want to know if sharing my story helped you at all with anything that you're going through, or to explain some dream that you may have had. I want to know if you want to know more about dreams, if I should make more content about dreams. That's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. I love you so much. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. And subscribe if you've watched all the way till the end and you haven't yet, because this is the kind of content I make and I think you'll like it here. I love you as always. Until next time, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.